Chapter 9: Fashionable Ventures. Felix's life was now a whirlwind of transformation and intrigue, and as he ventured deeper into the world of luxury and wealth, he found himself in a fashionable and glamorous endeavor. Felix's decision to purchase a prestigious boutique marked a significant shift in his life. The boutique, known as Elegance and Vogue, had once been a symbol of affluence in the city. It was renowned for its exquisite fashion, jewelry, and accessories. Its ownership had changed hands over the years, but Felix's acquisition breathed new life into the establishment. As he delved into the world of fashion, the theme of appearance and materialism became increasingly pronounced in his life. The boutique was a place where style and opulence were paramount. It was a stark contrast to his humble beginnings, and the challenges it presented were unlike any he had faced before. Felix's image and relationships underwent a profound transformation. He was now not just the owner of a successful restaurant, but also a curator of high fashion. His classmates, already shocked by his previous success, were astounded by his foray into the fashion world. His humility in the face of newfound prosperity continued to astound those who knew him. However, as he entered this new sphere, he faced new conflicts and rivalries. The world of fashion was competitive and unforgiving. Rival boutique owners sought to undermine his success. His commitment to offering quality and timeless fashion was tested as he navigated the challenges of the industry. Felix's boutique became a destination for the fashion-forward, and his relationships with designers, models, and fashion enthusiasts grew. He was frequently seen at exclusive events and fashion shows. Yet beneath the glamour, he was still a man who had once known poverty, and the contrast between his past and present life was ever present. In this chapter, the allure of the fashion world takes center stage, as Felix grapples with the demands of the industry while striving to maintain his authenticity. His boutique becomes a symbol of his newfound prosperity, but it also brings with it a unique set of challenges, rivalries, and the ongoing theme of appearance and materialism. As he continues to evolve, Felix finds that each step in his journey uncovers new layers of his identity and self-worth. Chapter 10: Luxury in Disguise. Felix's life had evolved into a tapestry of opulence and privilege, and with his acquisition of a Rolls-Royce, a new chapter in his journey of hidden wealth and power began. The contrast between his public image and personal choices became strikingly apparent. The Rolls-Royce, a symbol of luxury and prestige, was a vehicle chosen by the elite. Felix had always admired its timeless design, craftsmanship, and the sense of power it exuded. Now he had the means to own one, but this acquisition was a secret he carefully guarded. As he navigated his new life, reactions from those who discovered his secret were mixed. Some were awestruck by the sight of him driving the elegant automobile, while others questioned the source of his wealth. Rumors began to circulate that he was living beyond his means, or that he had acquired the car through illicit activities. The role of luxury in society played a significant part in the unfolding story. Felix experienced firsthand how material possessions could influence perceptions. His Rolls-Royce became a talking point, and it was seen as an extension of his hidden wealth and power. The very act of owning it added to the mystique he had created. As he drove through the city streets, the hidden luxury and power he carried were in sharp contrast to the humble young man he once was. Each time he stepped into the Rolls-Royce, it was a reminder of the double life he now led. Chapter 11: Balancing Act. Felix's life had become a complex interplay of secrets and wealth, and the ongoing struggle to balance his dual existence had become his daily routine. This chapter delves into the challenges he faced while maintaining authenticity and humility amidst newfound affluence. Felix was determined to stay true to himself and his roots. As he navigated the world of wealth, he clung to the values he had acquired during his life of struggle. He couldn't let go of the lessons he'd learned and the person he'd become. The theme of self-image and identity was at the forefront of his mind. He grappled with the duality of his life, maintaining a humble appearance in public while enjoying the privileges of immense wealth in private. The dissonance between these two worlds weighed on him. The challenges of living this double life were apparent in his interactions with friends and colleagues. He was careful not to flaunt his riches, but the contrast between the two sides of his life became more pronounced with each passing day. Felix wrestled with the idea of authenticity and self-worth. He questioned his own motivations and the consequences of his choices. He wondered if he was truly staying true to himself, or if he was merely pretending to be someone he was not. Chapter 12: Unexpected Challenges. As Felix continued to balance his dual life, new challenges emerged that tested his resilience and adaptability. This chapter delves into the unexpected obstacles that confronted him and how he dealt with these unexpected challenges. One day, while he was making a visit to his boutique, an unexpected incident occurred. A sprinkler system malfunctioned, causing water to flood his store. The expensive designer clothes and accessories he had carefully curated were now at risk. The situation was chaotic, with staff rushing to save the merchandise and minimize the damage. Felix, initially taken aback by the sudden chaos, quickly sprang into action. He directed his team on how to handle the situation, moving valuable items to safety and calling for repairs. His adaptability and quick thinking in the face of this crisis showed his ability to handle adversity. The idea of perseverance and resilience was on full display as Felix dealt with the aftermath of the incident. He worked tirelessly with his team to salvage what they could, and he faced the financial implications of the damage head-on. This experience served as a reminder of the challenges that come with managing a business. Felix's support system played a crucial role during this crisis. His close-knit team rallied around him, and he leaned on his trusted employees. They shared the burden of the situation and worked together to get through the tough times. Chapter 13, Embracing Destiny. In this pivotal chapter, Felix embarks on a journey to fully embrace his role as the chosen leader, confronting the responsibilities and expectations that come with his newfound destiny. The transition from a life of struggle to immense wealth had brought Felix to a point where he had to grapple with the profound idea of his heritage and legacy. He found himself at a crossroads, compelled by the weight of history and the expectations of those who saw him as the heir to the great Sylvanus family. Felix sought guidance from a trusted advisor named Victoria, who had served his family for generations. She was a wise and experienced woman who had seen leaders come and go, and her counsel was invaluable. Victoria shared stories of his ancestors, the trials they faced, and the leadership they demonstrated. As Felix delved deeper into the history of the Sylvanus family, he discovered a legacy of innovation, philanthropy, and community development. It became clear to him that his role wasn't just about personal wealth, but also about using his resources and influence to make a positive impact on the world. The challenges of leadership loomed large as he realized the responsibility of overseeing the family's philanthropic initiatives and ensuring the continuity of their values. The theme of heritage and legacy became a driving force in his life as he grappled with how to carry forward the ideals of the great Sylvanus family. With the support of Victoria and his newfound understanding of the family's legacy, Felix began to embrace his destiny. He took on the role of a leader with determination and purpose, ready to face the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. Chapter 14, Legacy of the Great Sylvanus. Felix's journey to embrace his destiny had reached a pivotal juncture as he carried forward the legacy of the great Sylvanus family. The weight of this responsibility was both an honor and a challenge, and in this chapter, Felix's personal growth and transformation would be illuminated. In his role as the chosen leader, Felix began by studying the family archives, delving deep into the history of the Sylvanus family. The dusty volumes and ancient manuscripts told the stories of his forefathers and the remarkable contributions they had made to their community and the world. One name that stood out was Isabella Sylvanus, a trailblazing woman who had been a driving force behind several philanthropic initiatives, educational programs, and community development projects. Felix felt a strong connection to her spirit and vision, and he was determined to honor her legacy. His first order of business was to establish the Isabella Sylvanus Foundation, dedicated to causes that she had championed. Education, healthcare, and community empowerment became the pillars of the foundation, reflecting the values that had been passed down through generations. Felix didn't embark on this journey alone. He was supported by a diverse team of experts and advisors, each with their unique skill sets and experiences. Together, they breathed life into the Foundation's initiative, overseeing educational scholarships, healthcare clinics, and projects aimed at uplifting underserved communities. The Sylvanus family's legacy wasn't confined to financial contributions alone. It was about making a real and lasting impact on society. Felix personally engaged in community projects, donning work clothes and getting his hands dirty alongside volunteers, much to the surprise of those who only knew him as a wealthy businessman. The chapter brought to the forefront the theme of personal growth and transformation as Felix evolved from a young man who had once only dreamt of escaping poverty to a leader dedicated to creating a positive change in the world. As Felix embraced the family's legacy, he found a sense of fulfillment and purpose that went beyond his personal achievements and riches. The concept of leadership and responsibility had never been more real, and Felix wore the mantle of the great Sylvanus family with pride and determination. This chapter marked a new beginning, not only for Felix but for the countless lives his foundation touched.